Lord Features.
Hey everybody, Lord Fail here, and today we're featuring Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. So I have a little bit of a confession. I've actually beaten this game like twice probably, but to be 100% honest, if I can convince even one more person to play this game, I will consider it a personal victory. In the meantime, here's this invincible ninja cat that has been proven to be completely unstoppable compared to Raiden's. I can obliterate entire roads and bridges and anything that I set my mind to, but I cannot murder this cat. Anyway, so Metal Gear Rising. For those of you that don't know, it's a spin-off title to the long and beloved Metal Gear series. Specifically Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear as well. They're all in the same universe. So, as a spin-off, it's definitely more specifically focused towards... third-person action, you know, combos, unlockables, upgrades, boss fights. Some really good boss fights, actually. And I'm going to be skipping most of these cutscenes because, to be honest, I think they're better experienced firsthand. I might save one or two for you up ahead, but for now I want to show you some more of the gameplay. Loading screen, look at the frame rate drop all over the place. Blah, 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 level's done loading. Alright. So we'll head up here. And if I remember right, I think it's over this way. Yep. And I always just follow the map. Do. You can tell it's an earlier level. Hit B and do a little assassination, and then bring a blade mode. Oh shoot. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out as we go.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located.
Ah, shoot. Alright. So essentially what I just... Whoa! Hello. What essentially I just did was called Blade Mode. I'm gonna destroy this truck. This bus. Whatever. And essentially what it does is it makes it so I can go in slow motion with that blue bar just below my health, my yellow health meter in the top left. And it allows me to slow down time and attack enemies in a repeated fashion with various styles of attack. I can either... what I can actually do is... whoa, hang on. Pick that up. I can use the X and Y button, and I believe X does a horizontal slash and Y does vertical slashes. But you can also control it with the second analog stick, which I also really appreciate. I'll head over this way. Gonna dig into the combat a little bit more. And if you're wondering what that weird red box thing is, that's actually where they hold their... all these guys are like androids or like semi... you know, whatever. And they have these... like cybernetic spinal cord things that are basically their essence, and you take those and you can absorb them into yourself, making yourself more powerful. Whoa! That is a gecko. Even if you don't know anything about the Metal Gear Solid universe, it's probably the thing that you most likely know about Metal Gear Solid, specifically because I don't know about you, but I know very little about Metal Gear Solid, and I know what a gecko is, because they're strange, weirdly cybernetic things that moo, weirdly enough. There we go. And as you can see, we can even do it with this. I'm on easy mode right now just because I was more interested in actually showing off the game a little bit. So I'm kind of taking these guys down with a lot less effort than it would normally take, and it also helps that I've played the game a couple of times now, so I'm kind of souped up with a lot of shit right now. So, you know. Ooh. I think we're gonna save that for a minute, but I really want to point out these graphics. Like, normally I'm not like the biggest, I'm not like a graphics whore or something, but like look at his character model. Look at these environments. I'm impressed. I played this and I was like, oh my god. This looks legitimately like next gen. I'm gonna do a stealth kill. A gah! And then a bah! And I'm gonna take your stuff. Gah! There we go. And I just completely alerted myself in front of everybody. That's not good. Especially with two of these guys. I'm gonna show you my God of War Rage mode. Take that! And you can, as you can clearly see, you can slice your enemies up into 1.5 billion pieces. But that also does run the risk of completely minusing your blade mode. And if you use it all up, then you can't pause time for a certain amount of time. Which makes sense. It works as a good incentive to not just like mash buttons all the time. Especially on the harder modes. There are some bosses in some sections of the game where if you just try and mash your way through it, you're not going to make it, first of all. Good lord. And this game is cheese to the max. If you can even begin to believe that. This game is... It's one of those things that if you love like really cheesy stuff in video games, those occasional times where it goes just so beyond even the furthest realms of ridiculous. Oh yeah, this is the Blade Wolf fight. Well, at the very least, I can show you a boss fight. So we'll head over this way. I'm going to shut up for a minute so you can experience a bit of this cheese yourself.
Greetings, cyborg.
Show yourself. And you are?
I am IF Prototype LQ84I.
IF Prototype.
Interface Prototype. All autonomous UGs feature high-level onboard artificial intelligence. An additional prototype interface enables verbal communication. I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning.
You don't say. Okay then, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here?
I am here to kill you.
And there's just the smallest taste. There's a lot more from where that one came from. It's like Quentin Tarantino and John Woo just like smashed together. I love every minute of it. Okay, so this is Blade Wolf. He's actually the second boss fight of the game. This isn't a spoiler because because you see it yourself later on. But uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. We're good. Yeah, I've already gotten down to like 60% health, so I think you kind of get the idea of like how overpowered I am right now. Alright. Oh no, he's sending the goons. I wonder if I can... Wow, am I missing all of their... Oh, well. There we go then. Oh look, he's still alive. Oh god, he's not doing too good. Did he just try to... What are you trying to do there, buddy? You see, it's things like this that just... Is he still alive? Okay, there we go. Taken care of. Pick that back up. And now he's back, so now we're gonna start kicking his butt again. Take that! Yeah, see, he's already down to, like, second wave health. It really kind of gives you, like... It's actually really awesome how well balanced this progression system actually is, because it, like... It really is, like... I probably should have, like, just actually started from the beginning again, because, oh, he's dead. Because it is, like, legitimately challenging at the beginning, especially when you haven't quite mastered the combat system, and you have lower upgrades and everything. It really makes you actually feel like you're going somewhere with it. And that I haven't honestly felt in a game in a long time. It's really well done.
Nation, ensure freedom. Obey directive. Must obey directive. No freedom. Freedom on device.
What would an AI know about freedom?
Sorry, I just shut up for a minute because that's another thing that the game does that I think is very interesting. Actually, is when it actually gives you those last-minute transmissions of like the last couple seconds of thought for them as you destroy them, which I think is so interesting and so neat. Okay, and any fans of Metal Gear will appreciate this, of course. They included the cardboard box. This is a stealth item. And yes, this is as ridiculous and hilarious as you can possibly imagine, as you can observe even now. But there's a part that I love even more. Sorry, I know... oh, hang on. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and we're back. Now, here is a special surprise. Say hello to Bandito Raiden. This is one of the first extra costumes you actually unlock, and to be 100% honest, I actually like this better than his regular design of costume. It's just poncho, sombrero. Now here's the best part though. You remember that cardboard box? Yep. And if you peek through it, he's bald. He just staples the hair to the hat, and the hat goes up there because he says so. And I love how small the box is compared to how huge he is. Oh, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I love it so much. This is a very fun game if you can't tell from me just gushing the entire time. So AI competency is fairly good. It's pretty well programmed and everything. I haven't particularly seen any AI do anything monstrously stupid or anything like that. The boss fights as well. The boss fights are done very well. There we go. Gacha! Olay. Let's see, is there any more? Nope, that's all of them. But yeah. And the bosses are all very well designed as well. I actually really, really like most of the bosses in this game as well. They're all very unique and all very interesting. Here is the I think it's called like VR mode or something. No, it's like I don't remember what this is called, but it's basically this game's detective mode. It shows you enemy positionings, things like that, and directive markers, stuff like that. And as I mentioned in The Last of Us, it's interesting to see how this game and The Last of Us have done to work on Batman vision. And with The Last of Us, you have to actually hold down the button. With this one, you don't. You just hit up on the D-pad, and it instantly brings it up. Now, what on earth stops you from keeping this on all the time? Well, it instantly cancels the literal second you do anything besides walk. If you attack, it cancels. If you run, it cancels. If you do basically anything, it automatically cancels. It's a nice little showpiece moment that I'm gonna show you and stuff that's really fun. I'm gonna try and make sure that I don't mess it up though. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Over this way. Over this way. Alright, there we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And then up the wall. Uh-oh. 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 Oh boy. Oh boy. Woo! Now I'm under attack of helicopters. Those damn dirty helicopters. I need to switch to homing missiles. Yep, there we go. Cool. Okay. There. Oh boy. Sure, I'm doing a good job of. Way to go, dog. You're the greatest. All right. That. Ah. Okay. Look, the helicopter is dizzy. The helicopter is dizzy. Words don't even. Words do not even begin to describe. I can chop it into a million billion pieces. See, it's experiences like this. And one of the main reasons, so you might also be wondering, like, why exactly did I pick this up if I'm not really the biggest Metal Gear fan in the world and I don't just, like, buy all of them anyway? There's a specific reason for that, and it's because I knew the 360 was, when this game was officially picked for its release date, we all knew that it was coming closer to the Xbox 360's technical end of lifespan. I know it's been technically pushed forward another 5 years with Microsoft's announcement. A little bit of that's going to be in question, depending on how successful or not the Xbox One ultimately turns out being. But the reason I wanted to pick this up was because it. I feel that I'm going to keep moving forward so people aren't just being driven crazy, but I feel that games that come out near the end of a game's console's lifespan are sometimes the most interesting because they're very interested in trying very new things, or at least experimenting with some stuff that previous franchises weren't. And, you know, their basic mindset is, you know, fuck it, because what do we have to lose at this point? Let's just try out some new things. We have some extra assets all over the place. We can try it out. And from what I understand from actual Metal Gear fans, like deep Metal Gear fans, apparently this was originally planned for a PS3 only, but apparently Kojima canceled the project originally because he didn't feel that, that civilian's dead. Yeah, there are civilians you can save. I don't believe I have ever saved a single one. It is very, very, very hard, and I can't quite figure out how to do it. Anyway, apparently this was originally planned to be a PS3 only, but he canceled it because he really didn't feel that they could get the sword combat to the exact degree that he wanted. So I've seen a little bit of the footage, and I will admit it looks a little bit better than this, although you can really tell it's like early alpha stuff. It's not like finished, polished product like this is. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's a little bit of a stealth mechanic in this. It's not like super deep or anything, but it is interesting, and it is a nice little hearkening to the other games. So now let's try and take these guys out as one extra little bit of fun and action before we call it quits for the day. Oh boy. And, I take your essence. Now, one thing that I really should mention too is when I first looked up stuff for this, I will admit these animations and taking out these taking out their cores every time may seem a little bit repetitive, but let me emphasize the fact that it's one of, like, yeah, it is the slightest bit repetitive, but it is also one of those things where it bothers you far less when you're the one doing it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people felt that the narration in Bastion was way too much when they were first looking at gameplay of that. But it's one of those things that it really just kind of doesn't translate to video very well, because it holds a lot more impact when you're the one causing it to happen, you know? Okay, this part is a bit more story heavy, so from what I remember, so I think we're going to call it quits for right now. This is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Currently it is console exclusive, guys. Really sorry to any PC users, but sucks for everybody. Currently speaking, I believe this game can be bought on Amazon for about 40, maybe 50 bucks. And that's the biggest thing that made me kind of stop from doing this recommending this game more at its launch, because this game, depending on how good or bad you are at the combat and various things, this game is about 6 or 7 hours long. It took me about 7.5. But honestly, that's probably more because I'm not perfect at it. I'm not the best at it. And like 7 hours is like a really, really just barely scraping by a full recommendation at full retail. But it's probably cheaper now. There's a cool few bits of DLC where you can actually have 2 more shorter campaigns. One where you play as another character that's introduced that I didn't show you, called Jetstream. And then one where you actually get to play as Blade Wolf, actually. And I actually think this game's really fun. I've played it through multiple times. I want to keep unlocking things. I find the combat really fun. I find the story just hilarious and a lot of fun, especially the final boss. It's just, it's a really great package for me. And if you enjoyed any of this, I would suggest maybe at least trying out the demo. There is a demo available for Xbox Live and I believe PSN. I believe they put it on PSN. I hope they did. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.